Hi, this is Kimberly. It's been a little over 2.5 years since a killer confronted Libby German, 14, and Abigail Williams, 13, while they were walking near the Monon High Bridge Trail on February 13th, 2017. It's been 6 months since the new sketch and video were released. Anna Williams, the mother of Abby, tries to remain positive and hopeful. She wishes to express her thanksgiving next month that the case has been solved. Becky Patty, the grandmother of Libby German, in December 2018, she was diagnosed with endometrial cancer. She never wanted to take the focus off of the girl, so she kept it to herself for a while. Please, if you do know something about Libby and Abby's killer, a reward stands at more than $200,000 in exchange for valid information. Contact information will be shown at the end of this video for the FBI tip line, Indiana State Police, or the Carroll County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for watching.
It's been more than 900 days since Abby Williams and Libby German were found murdered in Delphi, and 6 months since state police released a new sketch of their suspected killer.
I really hoped we'd have it wrapped up by July. I mean, we just hope that this is it. This is the home stretch. You know, today's the day, anytime now. And it's still coming. It just seems so far-fetched, but yet it's always gone back to this is closer to home than any of us ever cared for.
We were hoping we'd have this solved. We're still working to try to solve it. I can't say we're discouraged, but we are still working hard at it.
Sergeant Kim Riley says some tips have been about a car found abandoned near the trails on the day the girls went missing.
We've had some information on it, but I really can't go into exactly what's going on with that.
The wait is much longer than they all hoped. Family is still confident police will find the person who killed their girls.
Well, Thanksgiving's coming. And the family all get together again, and I would like to be thankful that this is over and thank whoever it is that finally stepped up.
When two young teenage girls were found murdered near their hometown of Delphi, Indiana, it set off an exhaustive investigation that received national attention and continues to this day.
Nothing in this world, it doesn't matter if he's dead or alive or where he is, they'll still be gone. There's nothing that will ever fix that.
When they were first reported missing, Abby's mother, Anna Williams, was optimistic.
It was just around regular Monday afternoon. They were going out for a few hours and everything was going to be fine. They were in big trouble and they were going to be grounded, but everybody was going to be okay.
But reality hit the day after the girls disappeared.
Of course, it was on the news that 30 seconds of hope is when they said, well, we don't know for sure, but we're pretty sure. And you hope for 30 seconds and then you just know. You just know that exactly what it's going to be.
Anna still struggles to come to terms with the brutal murders.
It's been 2.5 years and it still feels like yesterday. Even if we catch him tomorrow, it's just a chapter that's closed. It doesn't change anything.
Police say they've received tens of thousands of tips from the public since the investigation began. So far, there have been no arrests, but Anna Williams remains hopeful.
110%. I know every day I see these guys in town, and I know they haven't forgotten. I know they're still working really hard. It's taken longer, and we all get frustrated at times, and we still just have to keep up with what we know, and that's they're going to keep doing this, and it's all going to come to an end eventually.
I never wanted the focus off of the girls. So I talked to my family, and I told them how I felt. And I turned it over to God, and I said, you know what? It's up to you. I don't have time to worry about this. I'll cut in. It's cut in where the amphitheater's going to go.
Becky Patty met us on the field, where the memorial park is being built to honor her granddaughter Libby and her classmate Abby. Becky never wants any distractions from finding the girl's killer. So much so that she kept private her cancer fight until now.
You have to think, I got this. You have to think, I'm going to beat this. If you sit down and say, it's got me, the odds are against you that you're going to beat it. So you want people, you want them to all, I've got this.
In December 2018, Becky was diagnosed with endometrial cancer, which often begins in the uterus. Her cancer described as an aggressive form that only 15% get. There has been a surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation.
I was in a win-win situation. In my heart, it didn't hit me as hard as it maybe would have, because I thought, if I don't beat this, I'm going to go be with Libby and wait for my family. And if I do beat this, I get to stay here and look for this killer.
Her husband, Mike, their family, friends, and faith keep her positive. Losing her hair was tough.
I would be sitting in that chemo chair, and I watched women come in that had no hair and no hat, and they wore it proudly. And I met several young girls that just wore it proudly. They weren't ashamed of it. When you look at these people that are fighters, you know that's what they got to do. That they have to fight. Don't let that C word scare you and think that this is over.
I thought that we would hopefully have this solved, 3 months ago.
Just about everywhere you look in downtown Delphi, the new sketch of the suspected killer is hanging. Since its release, police say they've received over 4,000 tips and cleared through half of them.
Still, investigators say they have no updated information to release about the case.
It's difficult some days. Social media makes it harder. There's just so much stuff out there.
That's why Williams tries to steer clear of all of it. The speculation, the theories, and the questions people send her.
I don't have it in me. It's hard to think like an investigator and be a parent that's lost a child.
For Williams, she's forever the latter, not giving up hope she can someday be a parent with answers on the road to justice for her daughter and Libby.
Any day could be the day.